Choose 4.99 APR financing on a new 24 Camry or lease one from $305 a month.
The choice is yours. Toyota, let's go places.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a criminal investigation into a large fire at a Schoolcraft County paper mill that started last Friday. Tonight, what police know so far about the damage and who is being investigated. Plus, new gun laws go into effect in Michigan starting tomorrow. Why the Attorney General says they're necessary. And the role artificial intelligence could have in this year's presidential election. They're live in Washington with that report. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
We saw some flurries out there today. Air, is that expected to continue tonight?
Yes, and I was just as excited as you were. So were these snowboarders and skiers up there on Mount Ripley in Hancock, where the temperature is currently around 28 degrees, and those flurries are still going to be flying this evening. We could expect maybe up to an inch or so across mostly the northern portions of the UP, especially in those higher terrain locations over the next 24 to 48 hours. I've got my eye on it for you. Of course, temperatures right now just hovering around 30 degrees or less. I'll have more on that, as well as the Festival of the Sled Dog Planner coming up in 15.
There. Developing now, a criminal investigation is underway into the cause of a fire that destroyed nearly $100,000 of cardboard at a paper mill in Manistee on Friday. Around 3 p.m. Friday, Manistee Public Safety was dispatched to a fire at UP Paper LLC's outdoor product storage area. 1,200 bales of cardboard were destroyed by 10-foot flames. Firefighters sprayed about 1 million gallons of water on the burning materials. Public Safety has identified individuals of interest, saying the suspects have no affiliation with the company or any of its employees. The criminal investigation into the cause and origin of the fire is ongoing. 4 new gun reform laws will take effect starting tomorrow in Michigan. That legislation was introduced last year following the shooting on Michigan State University's campus and will take effect on its anniversary. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with Michigan's Attorney General about these new laws and their expected impacts.
Starting tomorrow, safe storage laws, extreme risk protection orders, and mandatory universal background checks will become a part of Michigan public policy.
We would watch these incidences of gun violence, some 1,200 deaths every year in the state of Michigan.
Michigan's Attorney General, Dana Nessel, says the laws are effective and impactful pieces of legislation that add common sense measures to Michigan law that already exist and have held up in other states.
And that's all we're doing, is taking really the best policies and the best practices and the best procedures that are already utilized in states across the country, red and blue alike, that are working, and now transferring them here.
Nessel says that while touring the UP last summer, she was able to talk about the legislation with members of law enforcement who were in favor of the extra protections it creates.
These are, law enforcement officials that just want to be able to best protect their communities.
3 of the 4 firearm safety laws taking effect were introduced last year on February 16th, just days after 3 students were killed during a shooting on MSU's campus. The 4th law was introduced last fall and will suspend someone's ability to obtain or own a firearm for 8 years following a conviction related to domestic violence.
What does it mean to have these coming into effect at a time like this?
It's really a matter of being proactive and saying that we don't have to just sit idly by and watch this happen.
As the laws take effect, the Attorney General says she expects to see a significant decrease in firearm-related injuries and deaths, a change seen in other states that have enacted the same legislation. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
In Washington, experts and policymakers are considering how to safely integrate artificial intelligence, or AI, into everyday life. But there's still a lot of questions that remain surrounding the evolutionary technology, including the newest form of AI known as generative AI. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon spoke with experts and policymakers to see how that technology is playing a role in politics and our elections. Brendan, good evening.
Good evening, Sarah. Well, artificial intelligence is defined as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that usually require a human intelligence. Generative AI, on the other hand, is able to create something on its own. It uses data from multiple sources to create videos, images, and other types of content, again, all on its own. And with recent reports of fake images and even voicemails circulating posing to be political candidates, a major concern now is the role of generative AI in politics and elections.
Bottom line, AI is everywhere at this point.
Alon Yamin is the CEO and co-founder of CopyLeaks, an AI-based text analysis platform. His company works to find out what's real and what's not. And there's a big demand for authenticity, especially this year.
Now more than ever, as we're getting close to the elections, it's even more important to use AI detectors, understanding where AI is, have some kind of like visibility to generative AI, and try to understand what's real and what's not.
Although there are positives to the technology, Yamin says AI can also be used to manipulate information.
This could be done by individuals. It could be done by foreign governments. So I think the risk is greater than ever.
With AI, now you can replicate someone's voice, their image. It may actually not be them. And so this becomes a whole nother challenge for us, I think for all of us.
Senator Debbie Stabenow says there's a major bipartisan effort in the Senate to examine all areas of AI, including evolving threats.
We've got a lot of work to do. We're trying to pass legislation that would make it illegal to do those things and require certain accountability, and I think that's going to be important.
When it comes to election information, Yamin says to be curious and skeptical about content, especially if it's not from a trusted source or outlet.
He's really scrutinized it even a bit more than you would, in the years before. Double check everything, make sure that everything makes sense.
And Sarah, here in Washington and in state legislatures around the country, lawmakers are forming task forces. They're crafting legislation to regulate AI. You could find more details on some of those efforts up on our website, WZMQ19.com. For now, reporting live on Capitol Hill for WZMQ 19 News, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Sarah, back to you.
All right, Brendan, thank you very much. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break. Plus life in the 906. Jim Koska is sharing some early Valentine's love for the UP and all UPers. And the Delta County Airport is moving forward with a project over a decade in the making. What the board is planning next after the purchase of a new plow. We're back in 2 minutes.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to buy get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're our
New CBS tonight.
NCIS! Here's where we can see them.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide.
What are the charges?
Just one, murder.
Ready or not, you can't hide. You can't hide.
There's 3 of us.
It's not really fair, right?
You can't hide.
Welcome to paradise. NCIS and NCIS Hawaii return tonight starting 9/8 Central, part of Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Tune in with me for some classical classics.
Figaro! Kill the rabbit!
Tune in with me, weekdays at 7 on MeTV 19.1. Amy Doyle reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
The Shunk's factory authorized custom order sale. With delivery times getting back to normal, it's a great time to have it your way, get a sale price, and get 12 months to pay. Choose from hundreds of sofas, love seats, chairs, and sectionals. All the latest styles are here. Over 3,000 fabrics and leathers to pick from. Sectionals, 50 different styles to choose from, and hundreds of configurations to fit your room. It's Shunk's factory authorized custom order sale. Shop Shunk Furniture at Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Right now, our temperatures are about 25 to 30 degrees, maybe a little bit above that. Mostly cloudy skies, and we do have some scattered snow showers, which is the story for the next couple of days, mostly along Lake Superior. I'll show you in just a moment with that snow outlook. But tonight, our lows are going to be around 15 to 25 degrees, maybe a little bit more above that. But here in Marquette, we'll expect a low of around 26, and we're going to see these temperatures cooling on down even further. A lot of precipitation that we're seeing at the moment has been primarily again over that Lake Superior shoreline, and here in Marquette, if we see any snow accumulation, it's going to be along those northwest snow wind belts. As we take a look here, especially those Huron Mountain areas, we could see up to 2 to 4 inches of that fluffy snow showers. Tuesday morning, we'll have some snow in the early hours there before things kind of slow down and scattered flurries throughout the day. But then we'll clear out most likely around 5 p.m., maybe seeing a clearing of clouds. Partly cloudy down south there, mostly cloudy for the northern portion. And then Wednesday morning, again, some scattered flurries possible here and there, mostly in the afternoon, in the central and eastern portions. Escanaba, you could see some flurries later on as well. Current depth, Munising with about 7 inches, but as you can see, these darker portions of blue is where we've got heavier snow that has accumulated over the past this winter. Yeah, it's winter right now. By 11 p.m. we could see a little bit of a dusting here, but again, overnight is when we'll see more of those flakes flying around, maybe 1.5 inches there in Lance. By 9 a.m., just a light sprinkling here in Marquette, but then by 11 p.m., close to 2 inches for Lance, and everyone else similar to that or less. As far as the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, we are in that near normal range, so we have better chances of snow flying around for the next 10 days, so out to the 22nd there. Winds right now coming out of the northeast. We'll have some gusts over our Monday evening, but Tuesday morning here, and a couple changes of direction as well. But later on this evening, those winds still coming out of the northwest, and then by 8 a.m., maybe up to 27 miles an hour here in Marquette. And then another change of direction, those winds coming from the south on Wednesday morning, but it's still going to be fairly cool considering what we've got going on as far as temperature ranges. So that 6 to 10 outlook for temperature range, we are going to be below average here out until the 22nd. So just be prepared, get your sweater weather ready to go, all those sweaters, and we'll have a little bit of warmth there on Wednesday with a high of 37, but cooling off into the weekend.
Thanks, Air. The Delta County Airport is looking to take a new direction on a project that's been in the works since 2013. The airport recently purchased a new snow removal vehicle with FAA grant money. Another portion of the grant is designated for expanding the operations building that will house the vehicle. The manager hopes to redesign the building to accommodate the plow blade's width. A feasibility study for the redesign would cost $2,200.
Spend the money, we could do our due diligence, and in return we could get nothing back for it. If we don't explore the possibility 3 years from now, if we have someone that smashes a snowplow blade into the building, then it's our fault because we didn't do anything to at least try to meet them halfway.
WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons will have more details about the project tonight at 11:10 Central. Our 19 News Insights is on the way next. We're chatting with the United Way of Marquette County for a look at volunteer opportunities coming up. That conversation is 2 minutes away.
Race to savings at Menards. Blue DAP diesel exhaust fluid is engineered to help all SCR system diesel vehicles reduce emissions and improve fuel economy. Save $4 on a 2.5-gallon jog after rebate. FVP Stay Tuned multi-system additive stabilizes fuel and cleans carburetors and fuel injectors, which improves fuel economy and engine performance. A 16-ounce can is now free after mail-in rebate.
Race to savings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Tonight, after losing his parents in the war, a Gaza boy receives a medical miracle in the U.S. And ahead of spring break, what's behind U.S. travel warnings for 2 popular Caribbean destinations? Plus, how much snow will the coming nor'easter bring on the CBS Evening News?
The bladder control aisle. You won't shop here again. Your private business is your own. The constant struggle is over. Now there's a better way. It's HDIS. We home deliver bladder control products. We understand how you feel. For over 25 years, we've home delivered to many of the 20 million Americans who deal with incontinence. We offer all brands. We pay shipping and use plain, unmarked boxes. If we can help you or someone you care for, call for your free product sample pack and $45 in money-saving coupons. Our counselors will help you choose the right product. And unlike stores, we're always in stock. You'll get what you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. HDIS, the better way.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog, $45 in money-saving coupons, and free product samples, call 1-800-478-1306. That's 1-800-478-1306.
He's the sheriff known by one name.
Oh, howdy, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, Andy. Hi, Andy. 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 Andy.
On The Andy Griffith Show.
Weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1. You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
Tonight on Insights, we're once again talking with the United Way of Marquette County about some upcoming volunteer opportunities in the next month or so. Joining us tonight is the Executive Director, Andrew Rickower. Thanks for coming in, Andrew.
Thank you.
So let's start off with the big Festival of the Sled Dog happening this Friday. There was a big push for volunteers for the UP 200. Now that's kind of been pivoted. What's the plan for this Friday?
Yeah, so the whole event, as you know, just pivoting, and we're really taking a lot of those volunteers and hoping they'll help out with the Festival of Sled Dogs. So there might be some volunteer needs, but a lot fewer volunteer needs in the dog race.
Yeah, you were just saying you had about 400 people sign up for the UP 200 to volunteer. That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal response, and that's a lot of people willing to just help out and make the event happen. And snow wasn't here.
Yeah, but we love to see the volunteer attitude. So let's talk about some other things coming up. The Jansen House always needs a few extra hands. Tell us about the volunteer opportunities there.
Yeah, so at the Jansen House, you can go in and spend an hour or two making sandwiches, and they just get packaged up in little baggies so the residents can just grab and go, and it makes it really easy. Keep them on a nice, keep them fed and keep everything moving smooth there.
Yeah, and that doesn't need any like special skills or anything like that, does it?
No special skills. You show up and they've got a really nice setup there for you, and it's just a great place to be part of and see what the facility is all about.
Yeah, what's the time commitment for that one?
It's usually about 1.5 hours or so.
Okay. Great. Let's talk about another one that I just learned about. We were chatting about that with Jim, but the Propylon nonprofit housing here in Marquette. Tell us about what that is to begin with.
Yeah, so Propylon nonprofit housing is a housing unit right in Marquette, and it houses low-income adults with disabilities. It's a very nice area that provides essential necessities for individuals like that otherwise would not be able to live in their own home or because of their special needs.
Sure. Tell us about the volunteer opportunities that are available there.
So they're really looking for just some activity people.
Yeah.
Really, you can go in. It really leaves it flexible to whatever you're interested in. You can go and play board games with them. You can have a movie night with them. You can do craft projects and just really whatever activities, or just kind of hang out and chat with them. It's a great group of residents, and if you're not familiar with it, it's well worth checking out.
Cool. Is that like morning, daytime, evening, or just kind of whenever?
It's more of a midday through the evening.
Gotcha. Okay, and the last one is the Life Tracker program, which is such a cool program to begin with. How do people help out with that?
So training is provided. It's very quick and simple training, so anybody is able to do it. But it's the life trackers for people, for usually the elderly residents, that they need to be monitored and made sure that batteries are updated and machines maintained and working properly, because when it's emergency and they need it, it's got to be working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Life Tracker program, it's like a little bracelet. So like if someone with like dementia or something like that who is prone to wandering, that way we can find out where they are, which is always a good thing. And then finally, of course, tell us where to go for just all the volunteer opportunities available.
Go to UpersUnited.com.
Perfect. Andrew, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
Still ahead tonight, Life in the 906. Jim Koski has some Valentine's love for the UP. But first, here's your Upers United volunteer opportunity of the day. The Trillium House is looking for an office support volunteer. This is an ongoing need from 8 a.m. to noon, Fridays through Mondays. Volunteers will help work the reception desk, answer phone calls, data entry, greet visitors, help with marketing, among other office tasks. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, you know where to go, upersunited.com.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, rise in crime at a popular vacation destination, the travel warning from the U.S. government, and what it means for the local economy. We speak to tourists. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
How can I turn your Monday into a fun day?
Let's roll. Monday. We're back on Monday. Is this for real?
We're back, baby. Welcome back to the neighborhood. We had to celebrate.
Monday. Positive energy.
CBS Monday shows return. The Neighborhood, Bob Hart's Abishola, NCIS, and NCIS Hawaii. Tonight starting at 8/7 Central, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
From all of us at the top, thank you for watching CBS and WZMQ 19.
Hello to you, I'm Gail King.
I'm Tony DeCopel. And I'm Nate Burleson.
This is us. We're all here to wake up your mornings to help make sense of the latest overnight developments.
What you can expect from your day before you head out the door. You'll also hear directly from the biggest newsmakers in America.
And you'll see the best group of journalists in the business with exclusive reporting and breaking overnight news.
That's a lot. Watch CBS Mornings right here on your new CBS affiliate in the Upper Peninsula. That's WZMQ 19.
Mitchell Reif reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Let's chat about our life in the 906. And Jim, we're showing some early Valentine's love today.
We certainly are, Sarah. You know, one of the great things about the UP, one of the many great things about the UP, is that there is a group of entrepreneurs out there who come up with products that shine the light on our fair peninsula. You can get Upper mugs, Upper shirts, Upper stickers, Upper hats, Upper soaps, Upper pillows, and hundreds of other Upper-themed products. But what about Upper Valentines? I could be wrong, as we both know I often am, but I don't recall seeing a Upper-themed line of Valentines in stores. So, as a public service to anyone who wants to give it a go next year, here are a few ideas for Upper Valentines. No need to thank me, a royalty check will do just fine. You could start off with something simple, something that plays off of Upper stereotypes, like Valentines that say, "You're the gravy on my pasty," or "I love you more than opening day," or "You're sweeter than Mackinac Island fudge," but without all the calories. Some of them could just be a play on words, like "I'm crystal falling for you." For a long-distance relationship, you could have one that says, "I moose you, come back to the UP." One could even be slightly risque with no words that actually are risque, like, "You can iron my river anytime." If you have a single person you want to give a Valentine, it might say, "Who needs anyone? You're superior just the way you are." You could target the Valentines to certain towns, like one that would say, You don't have to hit me on the noggin to show your love. Or if you're not quite sure where things are headed in your relationship, how about one that puts it all out there? I'd drive the Scenic Stretch 500 times for your love. Okay, maybe not 500, but at least twice. Once if it's snowing. Well, it is the Scenic Stretch, so how about if we just stay friends? Those are but a few suggestions in a pool of infinite possibilities. So, business people looking for an idea, think about it. If we can have Upper cribbage boards, why not Upper Valentines? Have a great Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm Jim Koski, and that is another slice of life in the 906.
I swear Bugsy has some cards. I swear he does. Of all people, you'd think that he would have
You know,
them.
I was kind of thinking of that too, but I walked past his store and I didn't see any Valentines. So, Bugs, I owe you an apology if I was wrong. So.
We'll have to get on him about that one. Thanks, Jim. The Super Bowl is the one time of year many people actually look forward to commercials. Naomi Reckham takes a look at which multi-million-dollar ads scored with viewers.
This year's Super Bowl commercials packed in the celebrities and raked in the dough.
Give me a hint.
Worked together for 10 years.
From David Schwimmer and Jennifer Aniston to David and Victoria Beckham, star power scored high. Ben Affleck's universe came together in a comic spot for Dunkin' Eats.
And needs no introduction, my partner.
Sometimes it's really hard to be your friend.
But the fan favorite on USA Today's ad meter was a nostalgic reunion of comedic odd couple Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
You are a backstabber. I am a backstabber.
Comedy usually plays well with ad meter, and of course it played well this year. And then to see Danny DeVito and Arnold back on screen together, it was interesting. Danny was telling us that, that's what drew him to the ad, the fact that he got to work with Arnold again.
Beyonce broke the internet with a Super Bowl commercial that ended with a surprise announcement, a new album, Renaissance Act 2, coming March 29th. She also dropped 2 new country songs. Ad rates for a 30-second spot in Super Bowl 58 cost nearly $7 million, and Paramount scored even deeper during overtime.
This is the only remaining venue where you can reach an audience of 100 million plus, and that becomes more so every year with the fragmentation of media. So the Super Bowl is still the only game in town.
Budweiser's classic Clydesdales made an appearance, and Kia tugged on the heartstrings with a tearjerker, all hoping to catch consumers' attention and their dollars.
I'm going to have to look some of those up. I missed most of those somehow. Our scattered flurries continue this evening and into tomorrow. Air has the outlook next.
I like Goodwill because they give people barriers to employment work. My job at Goodwill entails mainly just cashiering and answering the phone. I like to greet the customers, of course, I do that a lot. A lot of times I'll greet them by their first name. It's nice to be able to work because I have a disability, and I knew I would have a tough time getting a job maybe outside of here with my limited mobility and that. I would definitely thank Goodwill for all they've done to accommodate me, giving me the opportunity.
Help! When you fall and can't get help, you will lie on the floor for hours or days in constant, terrible anguish. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-998-6449. That's 1-800-998-6449.
Who will be there when there are voices that need to be heard? Who will be there when amazing rises up? Or a need for a warning comes falling down? Who will be our ears and our eyes? Will you? Start a career in the broadcasting industry. There's a whole world of opportunities waiting for you, whether it's on air as an anchor or reporter, or behind the scenes as a producer, engineer, sales rep, or more. Our close-knit team brings the truth to light, elevates voices, responds in times of need, encourages diversity, and builds community. Come be there as history unfolds to deliver the news, the information, and the entertainment that Michigan needs. Bring your talents and creativity to the broadcasting industry. Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com to get started.
Well, be careful on your commutes this evening and in the morning as we've got those flurries out there and those temperatures right now a little bit chilly, 32 and below. The next couple of days, we could be a little bit warm here on Wednesday, but 27 is that average high there on Tuesday. Thursday will drop down, and then we'll see 19 as the high on Friday. It's going to be cold for this festival of the sled dog, but we've got chances of flurries also. Your 7-day outlook here for Escanaba really quick. Some gusts tomorrow up to 20 miles an hour.
I'm kind of glad that it'll be chilly for the Festival of the Sled Dog on Friday. That does it for us tonight. We'll see you back here at 11:10 Central.